Alright guys, welcome to another video. Quickly, we are here filling my tank up with the 85 because we're going to catch up with Russ and do some street tuning. And just like, basically when I say street tuning on the JZX90, we're going to be doing some drivability tuning. And we also got to do some tuning to fix my air conditioning. So when my air conditioning turns up, when my air conditioning turns on, my revs aren't up enough. And it sort of makes the car want to stall on idle. It doesn't actually stall, but it just doesn't sound good. Like, we need to bring the idle up when it is on, when the air conditioning is on. So we're gonna go pick up Russ, do some of the road tuning. He's coming back to my house because my computer keeps crashing while I'm editing these videos for you guys. So hopefully Russ's nerdiness will be able to fix my computer. He also doesn't have a license at the moment, so it works. Going to pick him up in the 90, do some tuning while we're there. He can hopefully fix my computer, and then I'll give him a drive home later and yeah, take you guys along for the ride and see what you and I can learn from Russ doing some on-road tuning. My fuel gauge is slow to go up. $135 to fill the tank at the moment with the current fuel prices. Absolutely friggin' sucks. Anyway, off to Russ's house to pick him up. Your friendly Uber today. Thank you. Where are we going?
To work. Get the laptop. To fucking
do what we plan to do.
Yep.
Alright. So what are we doing, Russ?
Tidying the tiny little things up.
Yeah, so there's a tiny little hesitation my car does. What do you call even a hesitation? It's just like a little fluff down really low that is really only a drama when I'm like driving in traffic, but that is really what we're trying to take care of at the moment, and it seems to be timing based or something.
Majority could be just somewhere deep in the settings that I haven't got to.
Yeah. So yeah, we're trying to work it out. We're just still doing it. So it's just like a little almost like it sounds pre-ignition-y sort of little pop just as you get on throttle at what, maybe 1500 RPM. It's only if you like tap the throttle, and I kind of do that when I drive. I don't know, I'm really cautious when I drive about clutch wear and stuff like that, so I'll happily stall a car because I don't like to wear out the clutch. Maybe that's the tightness in me, you know, a bit of a tight ass. Try again. Yeah, I wonder if the camera will pick up those little pops that it's doing. But yeah, that's what I'm like with my driving. I'll give it little taps before I take off, and you know, like I said, sometimes I will stall it because I just don't want to wear my clutch out, fire it back up and then drive away. But I don't like to sort of rev the car up and then let the clutch out, you know. I'm just like that. I got no idea when it comes to tuning what they're doing with the ECU, to be honest. I can somewhat understand it. I've watched some videos on it, but at the same time, like I said, the reason we're picking up Russ today, this primarily, but secondly, to come home and fix my computer so I can continue making edits for you guys, because I'm losing my mind at the moment with program crashing and stuff like that. Russ has fixed everything. Fixed all of it. While I got your attention, guys, I do want to remind you that we have a Power Tune digital dash. It's inside here. Russ, can you open that? But every $50 you spend in our store buying any of our merch, like so, or like Russ is wearing, any of our merch in here, hats, etc. Every $50 you spend, and then every Corvette or Fink & Co. Corvette one, USA Tour one, it's extra in the drawer. So you got Power Tune digital dash. You can see pretty nifty little unit, and then it's got, I think it's a GPS one as well, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so full GPS unit. Definitely look them up, guys. PowerTuneDigital.com, I believe it is. Should say it on the side. On the front,
You got the QR code there.
there's a QR code. But yeah, definitely hit the store for us, guys. We're just trying to get some money together for the States, because our Australian dollar is so bad right now. Russ is also going over to the States, and yeah, the dollar is just so depressing, isn't it?
Oh yeah, giving me a lot of anxiety.
Yeah. So yeah, check it out. Win yourself Power Tune Digital Dash. Probably running that for another roughly 20 days before we go off to the States. We'll get this thing sent off. You can win it anywhere in the world. We'll literally send it to you anywhere. It's compatible with pretty much any ECU and any car. If you don't have an aftermarket ECU, you can hook it up via your OBD ports and things like that. So very cool little piece, and hopefully, yeah, you're watching it right now. Might be you, and supporting a good cause. I'm using the money for tyres, guys. Tyres, an engine, a clutch, and everything for the Corvette, and sending. Nothing but sending. Alright, drive Russ home now. Alright, day 2 of this video, guys. I'm going to get back onto working on this thing. A few things I want to get knocked out this morning. I have a little bit of free time lately. Get a mirror put on, try and get the door trim and the, what's it called? Speaker wired up, and change the door handle, because obviously this one has the correct lock on it. Excuse me. I'm going to go ahead and change the other door, and then get onto the mechanicals. I should be able to bang that out today, so we can potentially take this thing out for a test and tune. It was funny, somebody commented in my comments, why would you thrash your mate's car? It's called testing. The reason I'm gonna take that out drifting is so when Adam does get over here, it's problem free. You know, the last thing you want to do, and trust me, if you've been watching my footage for a little while, you'll see I have a lot of issues with turning up in different countries and cars not working. So, you know, and it's not the waste of a trip, but it definitely puts a downer on the trip, where if I can make this sure this thing is like primo and good to go, obviously when he gets here, straight into it, straight down the track, we're tandeming, we're having a good time, and there's none of that downtime with trying to make a car work, which you just don't have when you're on a short trip generally. And when Adam comes to Australia, every time he's come, it's been for, you know, sort of 7 to 10 days. So it's been kind of quick in and out. So don't want to waste time chasing up little issues with the car. So pull it out now, let's turn it around. Well, actually, I'll leave it as it is. Get this side fixed, and then I'll get onto the other door. All right, door's now complete, mirror's on, window works. Opens up quite nice, door trim's all on, what do you call it, speakers plugged in, closes nice, for an S13 that is. Alright, I'm going to do some work on the engine bay now. All I really need to do in here, as far as I'm aware, we need to put the fan shroud on, which means I've got to pull the clutch fan off, put the shroud and the fan in at the same time, put that on top of the shroud, and I want to bleed up the power steering better and hope that that comes good, because it's still not feeling fantastic. But with that said, I haven't actually bled it up yet, so we'll have to do that. Otherwise, I'm at a loss. I don't remember Adam having any big wheel-on-wheel contacts, so I think the rack should be fine, and that's a new pump. I'm not exactly sure. Could be a wrong valve in the pump or something. I'm not a power steering expert. I do know enough to hopefully get this thing sweet, but go ahead and get this fan shroud in and a fan on, and then hopefully we're pretty much done mechanically, because there was nothing mechanically wrong with it other than the power steering. All we've done is upgrade stuff, the bigger radiator and better fan. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and do that. All right, got this Johnny all cleaned up. Had a lot of grime and just built up oil on it over time that I really wanted to take care of. Not that the engine made in this car is the prettiest, but we don't need stuff covered in oil. Chuck her in. All right, got the fan out. Go ahead and get this and the fan in at the same time is the idea. I might just... You might rip this top radiator hose off first. Alright, I don't really want to talk about that. My hands are killing me, arms are killing me, but got it all back together. These little 10mm bolts all down on the fan are the worst. Everything seems to be clearing pretty good. Yeah, should be able to go and potentially chuck some water in this Johnny. She's a big old radiator though, Phoenix. I've still got to run a line from there to there for the recovery tank, but other than that, and probably put some power steering fluid in it. But she's, I'll do an oil change before we take it actually drifting, because that's just safe. Check over a few more things, but she's mostly mechanically ready to go. Pull her out now, turn her around, and get started on the other door. I'm getting annoyed with this car, but it's all good. I'll push through. All right, doors are somewhat done for now. Pretty happy with the car looking not dented in anymore. Had to pull that front quarter off to get the door on. Got all the wiring into the door, the speaker, everything is in there. She opens and closes quite nice. It's very dirty, but considering it had a pretty big hit right there, it's reasonably straightish. Steering, I don't know what I'm going to do about it. Just, I don't know, I drove it out the front, drove it back in. Front still doesn't feel great, so I need to, I'll probably get it up on my hoist at some point and have a look and see if I've got a crimped line or anything like that. Now, I did show this the other day. I got a gift from one of you guys, which I'm pretty freaking excited about, and it's, yeah, we're just going to open it up and I'll show you guys. Okay, if you haven't guessed it already, we got a trans jack. I am really happy with this. Went together pretty easy, pretty quick. The reason I want this is honestly, when I've been building cars here, I've been doing real dodgy stuff. Like I'll grab one of these like pieces of metal to like hold things up underneath the car and just general sketchiness. So, you know, while I'm sure at some point we'll use this to take an actual gearbox out, this is going to be handy for everything, holding exhausts up, anything underneath the hoist where I need to hold up weight. It's going to be a massive help. Even simple stuff like putting the oil drain tray on here when the car's up on the hoist, so the oil drain's closer, rather than going out and buying a, you know, an oil drain one as well. You can see I've got a decent amount of room, but room gets taken up pretty quick. So this will be able to do it all. It slides away, you know, I should be able to put it away fairly easily out of the way. Push that back down, push it across. Oh, whoops. Making more work for myself. Doesn't quite fit under my tire rack, but you know what I mean. It'll be easy enough to keep it out of the way, and I'm pumped on it. Big thank you to the guy who sent that. He said he didn't want his name dropped, but huge thanks to you, man. You've seen me struggling with this sort of stuff, and honestly, I appreciate it so much. You guys are the freaking best. Love you all. It's crazy. What are we, 51,000 now? Give you a hot tip. The 50k burnout, haven't done it yet. We're in the planning phase. It does involve this though. Involves my 8.6. Might involve the lift as well. But it's going to be an 8.6 themed burnout, and it is coming soon, guys. It's a stressful one. It's got to be a good one, I promise you. It's just a bit scary. Anyway, I'll wrap it up here. Thanks heaps for watching. Don't forget, we're doing that giveaway with the Power Tune Digital Dash. Go check it out. Thanks heaps for watching. Peace out, guys. Love you all. See you in the next one.